Have you ever wondered who holds the reins of power in your life? You see, power isn't just a concept reserved for world leaders or business tycoons. It's a force that operates in every aspect of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional endeavors. Often we may feel like we're at the mercy of circumstances beyond our control. We may feel like we're being swept along by the current of life, powerless to change our direction. But the truth is, we have more control than we think. We have the power within us to shape our destiny, to influence our surroundings, and to command respect from others. This power isn't something that's bestowed upon us by fate or inherited from our ancestors. It's a skill that can be learned and mastered, like playing a musical instrument or speaking a foreign language. And like any skill, it requires practice, patience, and perseverance. But with the right guidance, anyone can learn to wield this power effectively. This is where the 48 laws of power come in. They're a comprehensive guide to understanding and harnessing the power within us. These laws aren't about manipulation or coercion. They're about understanding the dynamics of power and how it operates in our lives. They're about learning how to navigate the complex web of human relationships, how to make our voices heard, and how to stand our ground in the face of adversity. Each law is like a tool in a toolbox. Some may be more applicable to your situation than others, and that's okay. The key is to understand how each tool works and when to use it. So, as we journey through these laws together, remember that the power within you is just waiting to be unleashed. It's a force that can transform your life, propel you towards your goals, and open up a world of possibilities. So, are you ready to take control of your life? Now that we've sparked your interest, let's dive into the first handful of laws. Imagine the world as a chessboard. The laws of power are your moves, and understanding them is the key to winning the game. Let's start with the first 10 laws. Law 1, never outshine the master, is all about understanding your place in the hierarchy. It's like being a student in a class. You don't want to outsmart your teacher. Instead, learn from them and use their knowledge to better yourself. Law 2, never put too much trust in friends, reminds us that friendships and power often don't mix well. It's like lending your favorite toy to a friend, and they break it. It's better to keep certain things separate. The third law, conceal your intentions, is like playing a game of poker. You don't show your cards right away. Keep your plans to yourself until the right moment. Law 4, always say less than necessary, encourages us to speak wisely. Much like in a game of charades, sometimes saying less can communicate more. The fifth law, so much depends on reputation, is about building and protecting your name. It's like being the reliable friend who always keeps their promises. That reputation makes you powerful. Law 6, court attention at all cost, teaches us the power of being seen and remembered. Think of it as being the lead in a school play. All eyes are on you. Law 7, get others to do the work for you, is about using resources wisely. It's like being the captain of a football team. You don't try to score all the goals yourself. The 8th law, make other people come to you, is about controlling the situation. It's like being the one with the only ball in the playground. People come to you to play. Law 9, win through actions, never through argument, tells us that actions speak louder than words. It's like showing your skills in a game rather than just talking about them. And finally, Law 10, infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky, is about surrounding yourself with positivity. It's like choosing to play with friends who make you feel good, rather than those who bring you down. With these laws in mind, you're already on your way to a more powerful you. Are you feeling more powerful yet? Let's continue our journey. We're moving into the realm of the 11th to the 20th laws of power. These laws are like tools in a toolbox. They're not meant to be used all at once, but rather applied strategically to different situations. Let's start with the 11th law. Learn to keep people dependent on you. This means always ensure that you're so valuable to others that they can't do without you. Think of it like being the only one who knows the secret ingredient in a delicious recipe. Next is the 12th law. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. This doesn't mean you should be dishonest, but rather that a well-timed act of honesty or generosity can build trust and open doors. It's like giving someone a gift just because, not because you want something in return. Then comes the 13th law. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. In other words, show people how helping you can benefit them. It's like scratching someone's back, so they'll scratch yours. The 14th law tells us to pose as a friend, work as a spy. Now, this isn't about deception. It means understand your environment, know what's going on around you. It's like being aware of the weather forecast before planning a picnic. The 15th law is crush your enemy totally. Don't leave room for adversaries to make a comeback. It's like weeding your garden thoroughly so the weeds don't grow back. The 16th to the 20th laws build on these principles, emphasizing the importance of maintaining your reputation, creating compelling spectacles, keeping others in suspense, and never appearing too perfect. Remember, these aren't rules for manipulation, but strategies for navigating life's challenges. They're about understanding human nature and how we can use this understanding to create positive outcomes in our lives. Remember, knowledge is power, and you're accumulating quite a lot of it. By now, you might be wondering, how can I use these laws to influence others? Well, let's dive into laws 21 through 30 and see how they can be applied to influence others positively and ethically. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. This doesn't mean to act foolishly, but rather to underplay your abilities. By doing so, you create an underestimation, allowing you to influence others by surprise. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Sometimes stepping back allows others to expose their weaknesses, making it easier for you to influence the situation. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Put simply, focus your energy and resources where they'll have the most impact. This is how you can efficiently influence outcomes. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. This is about being a good listener, being gracious, and making people feel important. This way, you can influence people to your side without them even realizing it. Law 25. Recreate yourself. By continuously learning and growing, you become a person of influence. People are drawn to those who are always improving. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Maintain your reputation. Influence comes from respect, and respect comes from integrity. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe. This isn't about manipulation, but understanding what people want and showing them how to get it. That's influence at its finest. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. If you're confident and bold, people will follow. That's a surefire way to influence. Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. People are influenced by those who have a clear direction. Know your end goal and work towards it. Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. This creates an aura of power and sophistication, influencing others to see you as someone who gets things done without breaking a sweat. Influence is a powerful tool. Use it wisely. Power and strategy go hand in hand. Let's explore how. Imagine power as a river. It's flowing, it's strong, it's relentless. But without a course, without direction, it's just water. Strategy is the riverbed that guides this river, giving it a path and a purpose. Now let's dive into the 31st to 40th laws of power, the laws that guide our strategic riverbed. The 31st law is all about controlling options. It's like being a chess master, thinking not just about your next move, but several moves ahead. The 32nd law is about playing to people's fantasies. It's not about deception, but delivering what others desire in a way that benefits you. The 33rd law is about discovering each person's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness, a soft spot. Knowing this allows you to turn situations to your favor. The 34th law is about being royal in your own fashion. It's about acting like you're born to win, and people will believe you are. The 35th law is about mastering the art of timing. Knowing when to act and when to wait can make all the difference. The 36th law is about disdain for things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. The 37th law is about creating compelling spectacles. Bold gestures make you unforgettable. The 38th law is about thinking as you like but behaving like others. This way, you avoid stirring up resentment and hostility. The 39th law is about stirring up waters to catch fish. create a bit of chaos to disrupt the status quo and seize power in the confusion. The 40th law is about despising the free lunch. What is offered for free is often dangerous. Pay your own way to avoid obligation and control. Remember, these laws are not about manipulation, but about understanding the dynamics of power and how you can navigate through them effectively. Strategy is the riverbed that guides your power, and these laws are your tools to shape that riverbed. Strategy is the key to unlocking your full potential. We're at the final stretch. Ready to become a master of power? As we delve into the final 8 laws, we're stepping into the realm of true power mastery. Law 41 emphasizes the importance of avoiding stepping into a great man's shoes. Instead, blaze your own trail. Your own path holds the power of your unique experiences and abilities. Law 42 is about striking the shepherd to scatter the sheep. This is not about causing harm, but rather understanding that when you address the core of an issue, the peripheral problems often resolve themselves. The 43rd law tells us to work on the hearts and minds of others. This is about empathy, connection, and understanding. By truly connecting with others, we can influence not just their actions, but their thoughts and feelings. Law 44 speaks to the power of keeping others in suspended terror. This doesn't mean to instill fear, but rather to keep others guessing. In unpredictability, there is power. The 45th law is about creating compelling spectacles. This is about capturing attention and holding it. When you have someone's attention, you have a degree of power over them. Law 46 encourages us to never appear too perfect. Perfection can breed envy and mistrust. Being relatable and human gives you a power that perfection never can. The penultimate law, 47, advises us to not go past the mark you aimed for. This is about understanding your goals and not overshooting them. It's about control. Finally, Law 48 tells us to assume formlessness. This is about adaptability. In our ever-changing world, the ability to adapt is a powerful tool indeed. Mastering these laws isn't about becoming a puppet master, but about understanding the nuances of power and using them responsibly. It's about navigating the world with the knowledge that power is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used to build or to destroy. It's up to us to decide how we wield it. Mastering power isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding and using it responsibly. Now that we've explored all 48 laws, where do you go from here? Picture this journey of power as a never-ending road, with each law acting as a stepping stone. We've traversed the terrain of understanding power, harnessed its potential, and mastered its art. But the beauty of this journey lies not in the destination, but in the pursuit. Each of these laws, from the power within you to the power of strategy, is a beacon guiding you towards a life of influence and control. Yet, it's essential to remember that these laws are not static. They evolve as you evolve, demanding continuous learning and application. Here's a gentle reminder to subscribe to our channel as we continue to unravel the mysteries of power and influence together. Be a part of our community that thrives on growth and empowerment. Remember, the journey to power starts with a single step. Take that step today.